how's this? No, I don't like Somalis. I don't want them in my country, and they bring absolutely nothing of value here. And I know people are gonna sit there and scream and cry, oh my gosh, the statistics, they're so racist. But at the end of the day, the facts are the facts, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I mean, genuinely, what have they brought of value here? And I'm not saying that they're all bad on an individual level. I understand that people who lack nuance aren't going to be able to comprehend that as a collective they're bad. Individuals, I'm sure that there are some that are fine, just like any other population. But if you look at the violent crime statistics, you would see that it's not stopping when they get to America. Somalia has a terrible problem with violent crime. They come into places like Minnesota, and despite being an extremely disproportionate amount of the population, their violent crime rates are sky high. It's absolutely disgusting, doing some of the worst atrocities like raping young girls, because over there in their country, they do not value women. They do not see them as an equal, and they are totally okay with things like child marriage. In fact, when there was a law proposed to raise the marriage age to 18 years old, the protests got so bad from the grown men that the courts decided that they were just going to leave it at the age of 9. Is that what you want brought into your country? Is that what you want around your wives, your sisters, your daughters, just other human beings? Is that what you want to bring into this country so that you could feel better about being a white warrior? I'm sorry, that's absolutely disgusting. We know that once they got into this country, were they grateful? Did they work harder to make it better? No. They scammed the welfare system out of millions while Tim Walz just sat back and allowed them to do so. That's absolutely abhorrent. We know that Somalia is one of the most dangerous countries for Christians going, so why would we bring them into a predominantly Christian country where they're going to go around trying to propose their views, force their views down people's throats? Because in Islam, that's something that's seen as permissible to do. We know that they have a huge terrorism problem, so why would we invite that into our country? Just because a country is poor and struggling does not automatically mean that it's America's problem. I'm sorry, but they're poor and they're struggling because of who they are as people. So many other countries have been dealt a bad hand and they've been able to figure it out. Countries such as Somalia aren't able to because of the people living there. We do not need to import them to make our country worse. Sorry.
Welcome, brothers and sisters. This is Fikazo. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for always come back to support our channel. I always appreciate your support. Now, today's topic, we're talking about Somalis right now who are calling black people, who are blaming black people for not listening to their cry. Somalis are blaming black people, black Americans, because they didn't listen. And right now, they are angry, they are fuming because of black Americans' silence. Hey, it's crazy. Then, if you see that statement, or if you see that, those people saying, if you see that Somalis saying that they're angry at black Americans for not, coming and support them in their struggle, you wonder and remember how Somalis declined blackness. Somalis have declined blackness to the extent where they even call themselves Arabs. They don't want to be associated with black color. They say, we know black. All right, Somalis, you know black. So why do you want black support? Why do you want black Americans to come and support you? That is the question you should ask, even if you are a Somalis right now. I'm not even talking about what you caused for yourself, because it is you who caused all this. Folks, let me not take much of your time. Let's watch some reaction. I'll come back with more commentary.
So black Americans got pulled somehow into Somali business. We've been over here minding our business and minding Asian people's business quietly, I might remind you. So how did we get pulled into Somali business?
I really enjoy watching conservatives having outrage about the existence of Somalians in America, and that they're plotting some kind of invasion or takeover of Minnesota, if not America. I have breaking news for you. Minneapolis, Twin Cities, and Minnesota are pretty damn white. It's like 75% white in Minneapolis. And in fact, in one of the suburbs called St. Louis Park, there's already a mayor of Somali ancestry. And no, St. Louis Park is still pretty damn white. And no, the children in St. Louis Park are not learning how to sing the national anthem of Somalia. Well, it's the same shit as McCarthyism and the Islamophobia after 9/11. It's almost like just repeat the same lie over and over again and it eventually becomes true.
And to the Somali community, come here. Let's talk real quick. Arab African to another Arab African. Even though you claim that you're not black, but I hate to tell you, you're still black at the end of the day, like I'm black. You know, we have some things in common, a lot of us. Arab DNA mixed with African DNA. It is what it is for both of us. So I think I'll have the right to speak on this. Now you see how it feels when a leopard eats your face. Now you see how it feels when you dance with the devil. Now you see how it feels when you walk with Satan. All that ass kissing and pandering that y'all did. Y'all did all of that. We will endorse Donald Trump. Donald Trump called y'all thieves and called y'all crooks and called y'all. He degraded y'all. He degraded the Somali community. And right now, the Somali community is being harassed and bullied and everything by ICE there. And people want y'all out. But y'all voted heavily for him. Y'all endorsed him so much. I mean, like, do y'all not pay attention when people is talking? Like I said before, I may say my things about Black America, but Black America try to tell y'all. But y'all want to pander and think you're better. Now y'all in the fuck around and find out stage of this. You're my brothers. You're my sisters. We have a lot in common. I'm Saudi and African. We mixed with French. I feel for you, but I have a little bit of no empathy for you because you were warned and you were warned. Why did you do this to yourself? I hope this be a lesson to you. Kissing the ass of white people is not going to make you no more accepted. I hope you understand this.
What I'm witnessing right now with the Somalians out there in Minnesota and all the issues that they're dealing with Trump and deportation is a prime example. Their response to it is a prime example of why FBAs call Black immigrants tethers. I'm sorry, I'm not one to use that word, but I can see what they mean because the tether means to attach yourself to something. And right now, I see a lot of Somalians who have never considered themselves Black attaching themselves to Black Americans as a way of deflecting what's happening to them and saying like, oh, we're all Black and he's doing the same thing to us because we're Black, just like Black Americans. Trump targeted Black people. We all know that. But when y'all came here to this country, Black people was like, oh, good, with more Black people, come with us. And we tried to show you what it was like here. We tried to explain to you what was going on, and we were rejected. Like, let's not rewrite history. I know what happened. Y'all made your own communities. Y'all said you had your own culture, separate from us. So now that you're in trouble, you want to claim Blackness? You want to say that Trump already was targeting Black people? Us? He wasn't targeting you then. You're not Black, right? Like, it's a tether. That's a tether. That right there. If you ever wondered what a tether was, that.
All right, folks, welcome back. Now, from where I started last year, Somalis voted for DT. In my recent video, I already said that Somalis have decided to move from the left and go support DT. They have their own reasons. DT is a fighter. He's the guy to change our economy. He's the guy that is going to do much for us. So we don't care about the left. The left have done nothing. The left have done nothing. That's what they claimed last year. That was their reason to vote. They went ahead and voted the team. So when Somalis were seeing Latinos, Cubans, Venezuelans, and other people getting deported, even Africans, these Somalis thought that, for us, we are not included. Okay? So, even if the Somalis were calling themselves that they are not black, they thought they have more rights than immigrants to live in the United States. They thought they have more rights. Yes, they have more rights to live in the United States than other immigrants. Yeah, that's what happened. Then Latinos deported, Cubans and whatever. You know what happens. Now, after 1 year, DT came to these Somalis. Now, because of different things Somalis do in Minnesota and maybe other parts of the United States, I'm not sure about that, but in Minnesota, the reason why it is deporting them is because of what they do. Okay? So, these Somalis, they did wrong voting against their own interest to the extent where they're going to lose American citizenship. Yes, because the rights they have to be in the United States is through citizenship. Yes, people know exactly the time they came to the United States. So you cannot compare Somalis to black Americans. But right now, those people who denied they denied being black at all, claim themselves that they are Arabs, okay? Thinking that no one is going to touch them, okay? They don't have any relationship to Africa. Those people, they're getting deported. After getting deported, or after getting the notice that are getting deported, man, they are calling back the black people. The people you chased away, the people you didn't support in their fight, the people you didn't give a hand, you calling them to give you a hand? You calling them to support you? That's not how things done, Somalis. If you haven't supported black folks in their struggles, don't expect black people to come and support you. No. It will not happen. It will not happen. Because you claim that you know black. Why do you want black support? That's the question. I would love you, if you're Somali, tell me in the comment section, what do you think about this? Calling upon black people that, oh man, we need your support. Then you guys, you deny being black. You differentiate yourself from other black people. I don't know why. Maybe you have your own reasons, which I don't care. But calling them to come and help you, it is not the right time. People don't forget. Listen, people don't forget. Somalis, it is your time to fight your own battles. Because people don't forget. If you didn't show up in other people's battles, no one is going to show up in your battle. That's how it is. That's how it is. We're not talking about how you voted against your own interests. How it's like you're deporting yourself. Because if you decided to shift and the guy you've approached now is pushing you away, that's a good sign of F around and find out. That's a very nice, beautiful sign of you F around, you find out Somalis. So fight your own battle. That's how it is. That's how it is. Don't expect black people to come and support you. While you claimed for yourself that you know black. Folks, let me not take much of your time. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I appreciate your support. Don't go without subscribing. Let's keep our conversation in the comments below. I am your presenter, Fikazo.